Flip Devils. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over first. I didn't pull the first fucking video in the lineup because I got 3 goddamn order questions. So if we finish these in a timely fashion, then we'll next goddamn video line together. God damn it. Ryan Brundage. Yo, J-Dog. Stoked that you got these in. Can't remember which aliens were, but no problem, bro town. Thanks for the Deicide sticker last time too, brah. You got it. Another possible question for the YouTube channel. It's what I'm there for. What do you think helped contribute to the rise of Mortician in the last few years? I have loved him since Mortal Massacre was first released. I know there were a few silly Facebook meme pages about the band, but do you think it is stuff like that, or is it legitimately people finally realizing how fucking massive and brutal they are? Thanks, dude. I think that's a really good question and topic. And more so, my answer may be a bit brief because I don't know. I wonder the same goddamn fucking thing. Because again, like in the late '90s, early 2000s, I remember people fucking ripped on them like no tomorrow. Even a lot of the guys in the death metal scene, it seemed like even the dudes that liked them, they're kind of like, yeah, they're good, drum machine, long intros, which I never understood the fucking long intros things too, because it's just a little goddamn fun fact. Again, it's just like fucking how Dark Throne gets a goddamn pass. They got fucking skiing ass fucking boy on the cover. Cannibal Corpse stays brutal from fucking 1989 to 2023, and people throw them under the bus. Makes literally zero fucking sense whatsoever. But Empatego is where Mortician got the idea. Will specifically said it. I forget in what interview it was. Saw the interview on something I read it years ago, and I didn't. It didn't click to me either because they asked about the intros. He's like, "Oh, I got that idea from Empatego." I was just trying to copy that or imitate that or do our version. He's like, "Yeah, because I'm a huge Empatego fan and like horror movies as well, so just redid it." So it's like nobody ever calls fucking Empatego out for having long intros, and they got some long ones. Jack shit to say about that, but the old goddamn Tish dogged him like no tomorrow. Now they don't say too much now again because you got all these fucking trendy ass fucking I guess 15-year-olds coming along. I'm assuming it's young people that are mostly liking them because again, my age or older, it was kind of good long intros. They suck. That I to be honest with you, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I'm not saying no one existed, but I can't think of anybody that kind of like put them in their favorite band category or top 20 or a band. Oh, I really like those guys. If you asked them, it was either they didn't like them at all, or yeah, they're cool. That type of thing. It was either I'm the only person I know that put them in that goddamn in the top tier category. I always did since then. I'm like, dude, they're the heaviest fucking band on the planets. I was like, and they sound like nobody. Now I know all these fucking idiots are gonna come over here. They're like, yeah, well, the massacre does and mortuary glow. I'm not talking about bands that started 2, 3 fucking years ago. I'm talking about the year 2000. Goddamn it, nobody sounded like fucking Mortician, and I was saying it back then. So I'm talking about the good old fucking days. I'm not talking about some fucking newbies doing it that are replicating what they're doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying when I was saying it, nobody sounded like them. That was my reason. No, literally nobody. Find me a goddamn band in fucking 2000, 2001, 2002, 99, etc. Find me a fucking goddamn band around that time that sounded like Mortician. I literally never heard of a single one. So, but yeah, like I said, I knew people that liked them, but never talked too fucking highly of them. There might be somebody I'm forgetting, but everyone, yeah, kind of like even Kanye and stuff. Yeah, I like him live. I like him with the drummer. It'd always be that. It'd always be some fucking some type of stipulation around that. I like them, but there was always that. So why they are now, I have no fucking clue. I'm just assuming there was something put up on social media at one point and it fucking hit off and because everybody's trendy fucking poser ass just goes by what's cool, dude. Because I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of bands that get fucking popular, even some of which I like a newer band come out, like whether it be Ghost or whoever, is like, are they really that fucking good to where they should be blown up over other bands? Where there's some bands that are just equally as good or even better in some cases. The big attenders that blow up is the ones that it sounds like another Swedish death metal band or something coming out now. And there's a band blowing up like, what the fuck? I'm like, but this has literally been done 10 million fucking times. I mean, this was old back in 1992. It was already fucking way overdone. So you get a band that occasionally blows up now, and it sounds like this doesn't even make sense. So the only thing I can think of is literally just trends. Just fucking social media fucking trendies. And most of them probably don't even goddamn buy records. Assuming they buy digital downloads and t-shirts that look cool in front of their buds is what I'm going to assume. But definitely be curious what the devils have to say. Why do you guys think Mortician blew up in the last, what, in the, probably in the last 5 years, I would say, something in that time frame? What do you think the reasoning is? Put yours in there because I'm at a loss. I don't actually know. Next goddamn question from Antonio Zamora. What's up, J Dog? Payday means another kick ass order from Hells. That's the way I like to hear it, goddammit. Wish everybody thought that way. And I'm back with another question. What is your preferred metal subgenre to listen to while in the gym, if any? Do you have them all combined into a playlist, or is there specific albums you listen to during your sets? For me, recently, Riding Crushed has had me absolutely destroy my body. As always, thanks again for the consistent entertainment and canoe stopping. Yeah, I don't have a playlist. I just bring the shit up on YouTube, the quick YouTube app thing. Again, most hated fucking word. The quick YouTube search or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm sure you guys all have it on your goddamn phone too. I don't the only one. I just do it because of convenience and just plug in the headphones and because you get fingertips and anything. And because some of the stuff I listen to is not even music related. Sometimes I'll listen to like some type of bodybuilding motivations type stuff, especially if I'm doing cardio. But generally speaking, I never listen to albums. I'll listen to just songs. Just kind of to keep things a little bit more fresh, I guess. I don't want to say boring because I don't get bored at the fucking gym, but just so it's just maybe boring would be because I don't get bored, but maybe for lack of better words, boring because yeah, you're doing the same goddamn shit over and over, day in day out. Granted, you have certain body parts that are different, so not every day is exactly the same. But it's like 4 different days out of the week. All the rest of the fucking same, right? It's just rotation after rotation. I mean, going on the incline barbell. I mean, goddamn, done it how many times in my life? Fucking, I could have even known. I mean, a lot. So, so instead of just having the same album on, it's just different songs, and it's various songs from all death metal, black metal, grindcore, heavy metal. I will say this as one I have. I'm not going to say I use it every gym session, but I've used it multiple times. Is the first song off Rotting Crush, "Sexually Tortured." That's probably my favorite song on the album. That's why we get these newbies or hell even oldies for Rotting, dude. Rotting Crushdown coming out on Hell's Headbangers re-release. No, it ain't me goddamn fucking sales pitching either. Goddamn it, I own the original looky only fucking from United Guttural way back in 2000. Watched showed it on um this goddamn channel. Well, once before we were talking about doing that, I think that's why Keith contacted me because he contacted me. I'm almost positive because of the YouTube channel. Because I showed it and I was talking about. I was like, "Here's a band you never heard of. Had nothing to do with the release." And I was telling you, dude, that fucking blows away all these newbie bands. All of you guys, and I know you 15-year-olds don't fucking know it, or if you do, it's because you goddamn YouTube because I brought it up, which is totally fine. Please fucking do. Um, Go put that on. Listen to that aggression. Listen to that punch. Listen to that catchiness. Listen to that heaviness. It destroys the fucking gate creepers. It destroys the Inquisio box. It destroys the 200 stab wounds. It destroys the fucking tomb molds. Like, it's not even fucking debatable, in my goddamn opinion. But again, it's an overlooked one, like it obscure even back then. Like it wasn't a band people talked about. Something like this is just fucking brutal greatness. That doesn't sound. And honestly, that was another late '90s, early 2000s. Remember I told you the magic was still alive during that genre because it was. You put them on. As I remember the Kanye's and shit. Shit all sounds the same. Rotting Crush sounds like Lividity, Age of Coral Decay. And then you put on Devourment, Lusting the Decapitated. Then you put on Severe Torture, Feasting on Blood. Then you put on Malignancy, Intruder, and Cannibalism. Then you go put on Regurgitation, Tales of Necrophilia. Then you go put on Broadequin, Instruments of Torture. Then you go put on Disgorge, Chronic Corporate Infest. None of those, all from the same genre, the brutal shit, the sick shit, bro. None of those sound alike. None of them. None. Zero. Zilch. Don't sound alike at all. If you think they do, then I highly recommend going to see a goddamn ear doctor because your fucking eardrums are fucked up because they don't sound the goddamn same. So I never understood that. But a lot of the stuff coming out now, it's like same old bullshit. Same old goddamn bullshit. That's why I'll resort a lot to the back to the oldies because you could go to the obscure ones like a Rotting Crush and like, this ain't the same old bullshit. So highly recommend goddamn Crush. If you want your fucking face crushed, go check out goddamn Riding Crush, goddamn it. Like the slogan says, when you're this heavy, they call you riding. Got that right, goddamn it. Justin Harvey never fails. This motherfucker orders like every goddamn week. Man, if I had 100 of you Justins, fuck, I'd be a goddamn millionaire. Channel suggestion. I watch every day, and as you know, many of the questions for new people are the same. Uh, uh, well, I think you mean from the new people. Yeah, a lot of these, some of them ask some of the same questions. I try to skip over those a lot of times. So you are forced to revisit the same 10 bands all the time. Yeah. Hopefully I gave about 4 or 5 not as thrown out there just in the last when I was talking about all the brutal shit. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes would be carved out every other day or something to dedicate to other bands you want to talk about. When I hear you on other channels, it becomes obvious that you are repressing most of your metal knowledge on your channel. For season fans would like to tap into more obscure knowledge at times. Cheers. Well, few things. Yeah, I can do that. I've thought about doing that. Have to be probably more so at my goddamn when I record the ones at home because theoretically I'd be referring to collection pieces, right? If I'm talking about it and praising it up and down, if I'm recommending it, in my opinion, it's unacceptable to do so unless you fucking own it. So yeah, you need to own it, and I don't want you to just take my goddamn word for it. Hey, who you might even want to see the goddamn thing. Some people, I find that weird, like that people really want to see what the stuff looks like. Because to me, it's like you just go buy it. But nonetheless, I know there's an audience for that too. But however, having said that, eventually I'll run out of stuff too. I mean, I'm not this unlimited source. There are guys that, again, I like to say that's why it's funny because I don't think I'm like the king of the jungle or anything like that. When people say the gatekeeper and all this other shit, I'm like, dude, there's guys out there that know a fuck of a lot more than I do. I guarantee you, fucking Ken at Ken's Death Metal Crypt, as far as all in all, he can probably run circles around my ass. Greg Beal, I'm sure he's another one that can fucking run circles around my ass. As far as what they know. So I'm not saying I know it all by no means. I just kind of tell you what I like. Here's what I have. Here's what I picked up over the years. Now, compared to the average guy or the average 15-year-old, yeah, I know a fuck of a lot more. But part of this is not because I'm better than them or anything. I've just been collecting this. I've been collecting it before they're alive. And guys like Ken and Greg and shit, they also know more than me, but I think they have less of a filter than me. Meaning they kind of just seem to almost like, I'm not going to say they like everything, but in a sense, almost like everything. As opposed to a lot of stuff they like, it's just kind of like when I get it, I'm like, it sounds like another Funebrand or fucking or Funebre or another brand like that, or just another Finnish. That's like, for example, a lot of the Finnish stuff, even the '90s, a lot of the stuff sounded the same to me. I was like, they're just, it was, they always followed. Okay, it's mid-paced death metal, but with some of the doomy parts, almost never have blast beats. For example, not saying that formula is shit or anything. I'm just saying it's like to me, it's like a lot of it's like these bands all fucking sound the same. It's like they're using the same goddamn formula. Um, I think that's probably why I really like the Amorphous Tales from a Thousand Lights album so much because it was so unique and different. Um, I'm not talking shit about the fucking finishing. There's quite a few releases I like from Finnish death metal bands, but it just seemed like stuff like that, and especially in a lot of the underground death metal demos and stuff coming out in the last 5, 6, 7 years, they're kind of a lot of them do the Finnish scene. A lot of them do the Swedish scene too, but it just seemed like the more underground ones, especially the ones that want to do demos and cassette and shit again. A lot of it was more the finished stuff. Not saying they're all from Finland. I'm talking about all from over the world, but trying to do that again. And I'm kind of like, where I was saying I have a less than a filter. I'm just like, I've heard this. Honestly, just having even if I had all the '90s releases, even that was too much for me of that style. I was over it by fucking 1994. You know what I mean? When you go into the years from like when they started by like, 89, kind of started doing that to about 94 is like, after that, it's kind of like, bro, I don't really need this again. But there was a lot of bands, and it seems like that's what a lot of like Ken likes a lot of that stuff. Greg likes a lot of stuff, but I'm just using that shit as an example. I know there's the US stuff, etc. I'm just using that purely as an example because I know it seems that at least that style, Ken and Greg like quite a bit. So they know more than me for sure, but part of it's kind of like a lot of it. I'm just disinterested. I mean, it's just the same shit. I don't need to hear this again. So there's that factor too. So I think they're just a little bit more excited, maybe a little less. Not that I'm burnt out, but I guess burnt out. It's just getting. I've kind of heard this before, so it doesn't. So what I'm getting at for mentioning obscure shit, eventually I would run out of stuff. I don't have this infinite uh wisdom of fucking bands I could just keep going on and on to recommend. Again, not that I don't know other stuff. It's shit. If I don't own it, I didn't like enough to buy it. Or it was on my want list and I haven't got it yet. But there's not even too much of that. It's like I usually own something by them. And then newer bands, obscure bands, I have made the reference. But I mean, to be honest with you, the only newer bands that I absolutely fucking loved and praised, it seems like, to be honest with you, all of them hell's work with. But part of it was because I specifically said I wanted to. Now, one of them didn't. I loved the Cemeterian demo that came out. Thought the 7-inch was good too, but I thought the demo was definitely better. They came out on 7-inch, Francisco's band. Talking about Francisco, I thought his new project, Eat the Decay, which that we are putting out, the Cemeterian we didn't put out. So in case sales pitch, God damn it, well, we didn't put it out. So I'm what the fuck you talking about? Eat the Decay, that we are supposed to put that. It's just a demo out. One label did the cassette. I forget what label we got. Actually, maybe by the time this video comes up, they should be up. I know I traded for them, so I know we got the pack in. Hopefully, they should be online. The demo tape, and then another label's doing it on CD, but we're doing it on vinyl. The demo. So I like that. That's a new band. You guys know that. Pharmacist, newer band. I talked highly of them. Spider, which some people say they're the Spinal Tap of metal, which makes still no goddamn sense to me, but whatever. I don't give a shit. That was a new band that I really, really liked. And then the other one, which we're doing, is a Caustic Phlegm. And we're doing the demo on 7-inch because when I heard it, I fucking loved that demo. Thought it was great. I specifically loved the sound of it. And we signed them up for whenever they want to do their full length. We'll do their full length. Now, I already expect I'll probably like the full length to get in. I'm like, it's pretty good. This is my prediction. But it's probably going to lose all the that character that they had on that demo. So that's part of the reason that demo is it was literally sounding like a Swedish death metal band, but it reminded me of kind of like the Putrefaction Painful Death demo, just the sound with the vocals and the grits. So that's why I liked it so much. I'm expecting the fucking album's going to come out. Songs are pretty cool, but it sounds like fucking Swedish death metal. Not saying that's the case. I'm just saying that's what I'm already expecting. But I talked about Caustic Phlegm because I loved that fucking demo. Outside that, newer bands, there's not too much shit that I really cared about as far as new bands. Now, there's been new releases, don't get me wrong. I like the new Dark Funeral. I liked the new Immolation. I liked the last Cannibal Corpse. I liked the new Goat Moon. I liked the new Satanic Warmaster album. I liked the new Ymir album. I liked both, but I thought the new album was I liked the second one better than the first one, to be honest with you. But I liked them both. Um, I guess Ymir's a newer band, right? You can put them in there. Oh, another band I talked about and I praised up and down too. It's obscurer is a Morgal. That was a black metal band. So, but the ones that I like, it's also you're telling me like on the channel to devote time to like talk about more obscure bands. I mean, again, it's to be shit that I already own, and a lot of it, I listen to stuff all the time to shop, check new bands out, stuff all the time. It's just most of it I don't pick up. I'm just, oh, this again, cool. It's not something I'm buying though. So I'm not, that's why I don't talk about it because that's why I tell you guys I don't sales pitch it. I don't sales pitch. If I wanted a sales pitch, what I would do is I'd grab something. I'm like, it's good. I like it. I think it's respectable. But we got 50 of them in, so let me go sales pitch this so that way we sell them. We got a shitload of them sitting here. That's sales pitch. I've never once fucking done that. I only talk about the shit that I actually specifically bought myself because I was generally impressed by it. That's the only shit I talk about. That's literally it. So as you can see, in the last few years, what did I just mention? 5, 6 bands? It's not that many. So, and now I'm sure there's stuff that has come out, obscure ones and not obscure, that I probably socks would be blown off too that I just didn't hear. I'm sure those exist. I just, well, if I haven't heard them, I don't fucking know. But generally speaking, it seems like it's just the, now there's some, kind of like this again. Because I have listened to, like, in the last couple of weeks, definitely a few bands I never heard of that came through that I'm like, yeah, it was good. And I was like, would pick it up. Like one, I'm on the fence about picking it up. Maybe I'll give it a second spin. It's not that new. Actually, I found out about this channel. We had them in stock each time, but we got to restock them. Is that band Neo Caesar? I put it on the disc. The main reason that interested me to check it out, someone said it, is because it's original singer Mike from Sinister. I put it on 2 days ago in the shop, so we got to restock it. When I was told about it on the channel, I completely forgot about it. To be honest with you, forgot about the release because it went out of stock. Forgot about them. We just got more in. I'm like, oh shit, this Neo Caesar put it on. I'm on the fence to pick it up. I love the vocal. The vocals literally sound just like Sinister, like Hate, Diabolical Summoning, all that. These are, oh fuck, this sounds just like Mike. His voice didn't age at all. The first song though was questionable. Like when I forget what the song's called, but it was kind of obvious he was singing the title. I'm like, and it almost sound kind of like burnout old guy death metal. I'm like, it's okay. But it was going on. There was parts I'm like, oh wow, I really like this. This part's really cool. I like this riff. Oh shit, this part's really catchy. So that was just one time listen. All in all, I was very first time listen, 70% entertained. So I'll probably give it a re-listen. And who knows? After 2, 3 listens, I might be like, this is fucking great. Kind of like when I was talking about Deeds of Flesh, Mark of the Legion album. At first, I'm like, it's fucking kind of boring. But as I revisited it about 3, 4 listens, I'm like, this is a really good album. Some stuff does take more than one listen. Um, but if you're a big time Sinister fan like I am, at least YouTube would have checked it out because it is Mike singing and his voice sounds like, oh shit, this literally sounds exactly where he left off on Sinister. I figured this is probably just some burnout old guy that you're like, what the? So what's Chris Barnes' excuse? Why is he fucking Scooby Doo? Why did his voice hold up? Vocals hold up, and other guys, Corpse Grinder still sounds fucking banger as fuck to me. Mike from fucking Sinister, shit, he picked up right where the guy fucking left off. Um, what's Barnes' fucking goddamn excuse? Because goddamn Scooby, Scooby Snack. Okay, okay. What's his partner's name? The Harry, Shaggy. Okay, Shaggy. That's what it fucking sounds like. So, yeah, so I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Mike sponsored by out. But yeah, I'll revisit the Neo Caesar. Keep you guys posted on that. But in the meantime, you can fucking shit, go over to hell's buy one if you really want to buy one. We got I don't think we got 5 of them in or something like that. If I buy one, then like down to 4. Or just fucking YouTube the goddamn thing. Yeah, Neo Caesar. The album's called what? One Roman numeral 11? Maybe I think something like that. Don't remember the full goddamn name. But anyways, yeah, I found out about this channel. Wasn't the coolest name, coolest looking cover. I just heard Mike Sinister. I'm like, oh shit, I'll check it out just for that goddamn reason. So one of you guys, whoever told me that, was the one who taught me that. Saw a restock. I'm like, put this on the fucking player because I forgot all about it and it wasn't available. Comes with shit, you know what I'm gonna do. Put it on the car, okay, that's in the morning later, goddamn it.